All right, let's talk about two words that probably give every chemistry student a headache: oxidation and reduction. If they've ever made you just scratch your head and wonder what's going on, you are definitely in the right place. Because it turns out the secret behind them is actually way simpler than you think.
The first hurdle, honestly, it's the name itself. The language feels like it was designed to be tricky. So let's just tackle the biggest point of confusion right from the get-go. And here it is. This is the heart of the problem. Why on earth is gaining something called reduction? I mean, it feels completely backward, doesn't it? This is the exact question that trips everybody up, and we are about to solve it for good.
See, this is exactly where the confusion comes from. Our everyday English is in a direct fight with chemistry language. We think of reducing something as making it smaller, right? But in chemistry, it means to gain. And oxidation? Well, it's not always about oxygen. It's about losing. Let's fix this little conflict. So, how in the world do we make sense of this puzzle? Well, we do it by ignoring pretty much everything else and focusing on one single thing. The secret to all of this isn't some complex formula or even oxygen. Nope, it's all about the electron. That is the key. Seriously, forget everything else you've heard for just a minute. This entire process is basically just a game of catch with one tiny particle, the electron. It just gets passed from one atom to another. If you can follow the electron, you've totally cracked the code. And to track that electron, chemists have this brilliant little trick. It's one of the most useful mnemonics in all of science, and I promise it will lock this concept in your brain forever. So let's meet oil rig. Okay, let's break it down, starting with oil. Oxidation is loss. That's it. That's the whole story. When a substance gets oxidized, it has lost an electron. The only word you need to remember here is loss.
And now for the other half, RIG, reduction is gain. And this finally answers our big question. When a substance is reduced, it has gained a negatively charged electron. Now, that gain of a negative thing actually reduces its overall charge. But honestly, the easiest way to remember it is just the phrase, reduction is gain.
So let's put it all together. Oil rig. Go ahead, say it with me. Oxidation is loss, reduction is gain. This one little phrase is the only key you need. It completely cuts through all that confusing language. From this moment on, just ask yourself, who lost the electron and who gained it? Oil rig will give you the answer every single time.
Okay, now for the next crucial piece of the puzzle. Oxidation and reduction, they're not solo acts. They are inseparable partners in a dance, and they always happen together. That's why chemists got clever and just smashed the names together, calling them redox reactions. And the reason they're inseparable is just common sense. An electron can't just vanish into thin air, right? If one substance loses an electron, that's oxidation. Another substance has to be right there to catch it, and that's reduction. You simply can't have a giver without a receiver. Let's watch this dance in action with a classic example, making table salt. So we start with a sodium atom and a chlorine atom. The sodium atom, it loses its electron. Now, using our handy tool oil rig, we know oxidation is loss. So the sodium is oxidized. But that electron has to go somewhere. And look, the chlorine atom gains it. Reduction is gain. So the chlorine is reduced. And the result? A stable, happy partnership that we all know as salt.
Okay, so that's the chemistry. But why does any of this actually matter? Well, because this isn't just some random reaction stuck in a textbook. Redox is happening all around you and even inside you at this very moment. Think about it. That rust you see forming on a car, that's just iron losing electrons. The battery that's powering whatever device you're watching this on right now, that is a perfectly controlled redox reaction. Even the energy your body is using to process my voice comes from the redox that happens when you digest your food. From photosynthesis to the bleach under your sink, it's all the same dance. Atoms just passing electrons back and forth. So the really crucial point here is this. This one simple process, this transfer of electrons, is one of the fundamental engines of our entire universe. It literally powers life, it drives decay, and it even creates incredible events like a flash of lightning. It's the hidden chemistry behind so much of what we see and experience every single day. So that's the big takeaway. You now have the key, oil rig, to see a hidden process happening absolutely everywhere. The energy transfer in your phone's battery and the energy transfer in your own body are both governed by this simple, elegant dance of electrons. So my question for you is, with this new lens, what will you see differently in the world around you?